Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Uncensored with Sevyn K. I am Sevyn K, a relationship, life, and manifestation coach, combining the teachings of all three to bring you the love, life, and success you so much want, need, and desire. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hola. Listen, we have gone through 2 major holidays and we have about 2 or 3 coming up. Christmas, New Year's, and the dreaded Valentine's Day. But today we're going to do yet another juicy video. I have been away for a couple of weeks on holiday travel, just doing this thing called life, wanting to develop some really great content for you guys as we bring the year to a close. And of course, I realized that no matter what I do, no matter what I go through, no matter what I experience, there's one thing that's constant and consistent, guys. And that is life keeps moving. It never stops. It never stops. And for that reason is the reason why I wanted to post this video and create this video for you guys today. So yes, I am back. I am back. I wanted to also thank everyone for supporting this channel and this community. I still have been coaching while I've been away on travel. And I have watched how many comments you guys are posting and helping each other and talking to each other. And it really is growing into a beautiful community. So thank you so much. Please do subscribe every chance that you get so that you know that I'm looking for you and trying to help you. Listen, this is free content. It's free information. And a lot of this is what I share in my coaching sessions. And of course, my coaching sessions are more personal and catered to you, the person. But still, if your finances currently do not allow you to hire me for one-on-one coaching, please do subscribe, go through the videos, listen to them more than once, and apply the techniques. Also, do share because, one thing about life is pay it forward. There's so many people going through heartbreak and, reinventing their life. And it doesn't matter if it's days, hours, seconds, or years away from a breakup or wanting new love or wanting to date or manifest. Whatever it is, guys, right? Share these videos and absolutely like. I love your feedback. I need to know how I can get better, how I can continue to help you guys. I love what I do, guys. I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the fame or the accolades. I do it because I remember the anguish and the pain of the breakup that I went through, and it almost killed me physically. And I remember, laying in the hospital, suffering from a heart attack at age 41 from the stress of a breakup, ladies and gentlemen. And I have absolutely no health issues, but the pain, the stress, it was too much. My body and my mind couldn't take it. I suffered a heart attack, and I was so happy to make it through that. And I realized that my purpose was to help others not have to go through what I went through or have a better understanding of this thing called love, breakups, life, manifesting. I lost everything. I ended up homeless. I lost my business. Guys, I was a millionaire. I just, ended up with nothing because this heartbreak tore me to bits. And when I came out of the hospital, I realized that this heartbreak, this experience didn't happen to me. It happened for me. And as a result, here I am. I manifested everything back, including the ex, and we're still together. And I'm saying that to tell you that this is not the end. It doesn't stop here. This is the beginning of your new life, the next chapter of your life. And oftentimes, a breakup is the reality check that we need, the chin check that we need to wake up again. We get so lost in relationships and marriage. We change our identity. We tie our identities to our spouses. We give them everything. We forget about our dreams, our hobbies, our friends, our family. Aesthetically, we just change. Some people neglect themselves. Some people go into a depression because you lose who you are. And oftentimes that's what causes the breakup. That's what causes the separation, and that thing called the breakup, someone that you love walking away, is the very thing that has to happen for you to wake up again. And so a lot of people won't be able to process this today, but one day you'll look back and you'll say to yourself, this might have been the best thing that ever happened to me, because who was I? Who did I turn into? And for many of you who do want to reconcile and want the ex back, it is absolutely possible. There's nothing that says you can't have them back. But do you want them back being the person you are today. And not to say that who you are isn't great. Obviously, you are an amazing person. But are you truly looking at you, who you are, compared to who you can be, who you have fantasized of being, who you have the potential to be? Where in my life can I make the necessary changes, make new choices, reinvent, stop procrastinating, get out there and really become an absolute better version of me, so that when they do come back, they can absolutely fall in love again with the person I am, and I can move forward and triumph to this love, this life, and success I so much want, need, and desire. So with that said, one last thing, ladies and gentlemen, I am finally going to go live for the first time here on YouTube. I want to meet you guys. You are my new family, and you're supporting this channel and each other. So I want you to meet each other. I want you to meet me. So we're going to have tea night with Sevyn. So get your drinks, your tea, your hot chocolate, get in your pajamas. It's going to be mid-evening. I don't know about the people in other countries or the West Coast, because I only can operate on Eastern Standard Time. But please have a look out for the post. It'll tell you the date and time so that you have time to put it on your calendars. And let's have a fabulous tea night. All right, so this video is going to be yet another juicy video. And this video is going to help you guys come to an end of the year 2023 with some new perspectives, learning how to create, make new choices. And that is the quality of the content I'm going to be putting out to the end of the year. And then starting January 1st, I will start introducing you guys to the art of manifesting, law of attraction, as it pertains to love, bringing the ex back, manifesting contact, manifesting love, life, money, all the amazing things that you want. So, if you need to hire me for coaching, please check out the email in the description below. I cannot coach you guys via comments. Please know that there is one-on-one coaching available. Simply email me and we'll connect and get you guys on the calendar. All right, so 5 things that you need to do to feel great again, to feel good, to feel relief, to be magnetic as fuck. And the byproduct of that is re-attracting the ex. Or, for many of you, attracting new love. And for many of you, learning how to date, just being single, right? But let's be honest, guys. Many and most of you want the ex back. Hey, I don't blame you. I was one of them, and him and I are still together. So, number 1, how to become magnetic as fuck, re-attract the ex, and most importantly, how to start feeling good again. Number 1, give them the breakup. Give them the breakup. Give them what they want. Listen, guys, I know by pure experience that when a person that you love has finally developed the courage and has come out of their silence to tell you they no longer want to be with you, the relationship doesn't serve them, it is shocking. It feels like they just made this decision and you're caught off guard. And it's hard, to let them go, because you want to show them that they're making a mistake, that you are amazing together, that you're perfect for them, perfect for each other. Of course, if there's kids involved, it makes it even harder. If you guys share a home, a business, work together, all those components make it very confusing and painful. There's a lot of anguish and anxiety and anger and resentment. All things said, being natural. And we go into fight or flight. Most of you have gone into fight mode, whether it's seconds, hours, months, years since the breakup or separation. You're fighting for this person. And I will say to you that when you continue to fight, and by fighting means you're constantly calling, texting, emailing, calling their friends, their family, showing up where they are, their job, the gym, where they socialize. Guys, that is going to push them away harder and faster and maybe permanently. Being needy and pressing and pushing and pursuing is none of the characteristics that will allow a person to miss you, to feel the void of you, the absence of you, and to really start to become nostalgic about the relationship with you and all that comes with you. So, in order to become magnetic as fuck and get them back and re-attract them, you must give them exactly what they asked for. If they have shared with you that you no longer fit their future plans and what they want to experience, and that the relationship no longer serves them, regardless of the reasons, walk away, let them go. Give them the breakup. And what does that mean and what does that look like? Well, go in no contact first and foremost. I don't care how many times I've said it. I will always say it. No contact, radio silent, no texting, no calling, no emailing, no pigeon mail, no accidentally showing up in their neighborhood, at their house, at the gym, at their job, where they socialize, where they shop, where they go do groceries. Guys, and I know for many of you who share the same church, who share the same place of employment, who share a business, who share children, who might still be married and separated. All those things make it impossible to feel like you can give them the breakup. And what I mean by give them the breakup, for those of you who share none of these things I mentioned, you must not at all talk to them. You must not reach out to them. You must start to understand that it is done. You must now push forward and triumph forward without them. You must give them your absence, your silence. You cannot force anyone to be with you. We're not in the business of holding people for hostage, because by doing that, you're holding yourself hostage. You must take your fucking power back and move forward. Open the door, let them go. Goodbye, good riddance, sayonara, adios, and let them go. Because when a person says, I don't want you, we are not in the business of fighting to prove to someone how amazing we are. We are in the business of proving that to ourselves. And so the sooner that you go in no contact and the sooner that you give them the breakup, then the sooner they can start to feel the absence of you. Listen, guys. Nothing that's too available, nothing that is always present, nothing that's easily gotten is valuable. So let me give you an example. All of your life, when you've gone to the restroom to use the restroom, be it at home, a friend, family, restaurant, there's toilet paper. Just that simple. You've always had toilet paper. During COVID, toilet paper, something so cheap, so simple, so readily available, literally became scarce, and people lost their mind, woke up every morning with the fear that they wouldn't have toilet paper. Now, of course, I can give you the example of, hey, Bentleys are very expensive. Not everyone can have one because you only see them once in a blue moon. Of course, I can give that example, right? Because we all know that those things are true. Not everyone can afford a 10-carat diamond. They're very expensive. Not everyone can have it. The reason I use the example of toilet paper all the time is because anyone can afford it. If you go to Dollar Tree, toilet paper is $1, right? In some places, a roll of toilet paper is 50 cents, right? This is something that we are used to having. It's readily available. But during the course of COVID, simple things that we were so accustomed to always knowing was there was taken away, was rationed out. It became scarce, and we valued it so much. Some people went to the extreme to get toilet paper. Some people went into anxiety because the thought of not having access to it drove us crazy. And so connect the dots, ladies and gentlemen. When something is not readily available and it's taken from us, and we cannot have access to it when we want, we cannot go get it when we want, that's when we want it and value it the most. Take yourself out of the picture by giving them the breakup, because when a dumper walks away, guys, they will leave with a touch of arrogance, superiority, and they will walk away feeling more valuable, more attractive. In their mind, they're about to live the best life that they've ever had. I'm going to live my best life because being here in this relationship is not the way. And you are stopping me from living the life that I so much want and deserve. So they walk away out to live their best life, forgetting that life will still happen and that eventually things will begin to happen, life will start to settle, and then they will realize your absence. Or by their mere choice. You didn't choose this, they chose this. So give them the breakup. Let them feel your absence, your void. That means, ladies and gentlemen, that you must turn around, walk away, retreat, go within, and just work on you. Work on you. Clean up your space. Clean up your home, your car, your credit, your finances, your aesthetics, your weight, your hair, your thoughts, your psychological state, your emotional state, your mental state. Do you have bad habits? Are you drinking too much? Are you smoking? Are you on drugs? All of these things are the things that you need to rechannel your energy on. Guys, the year's coming to a close. Are you truly looking to bring this bullshit to 2024? Probably not. It's time to feel great and good again. It's time to wake up with passion and purpose about life. And having to give this person all of your power day after day will never, ever bring them back. What brings a person back is you becoming an amazing version of you, being happy again, socializing, developing the different skills, the talents, the hobbies, indulging into your social life with your children, with your friends, family, new friends. Guys, it is time to give them the breakup. Shut it down, because otherwise my question to you is, how is it working so far? Probably not. So, number one, to feel great again, good again, 1 second at a time, you must give them the breakup. Go within, take your power back, go in no contact, develop a plan, and start working on you. No availability is what develops the reattraction to you. Number two, to become magnetic as fuck again and to feel good and great again and to reattract the ex, you must accept the breakup. Now, the reason so many of you cannot give someone the breakup is because you haven't accepted it. And accepting the breakup is going to be rough. It's tough, but it has to be done. It's not impossible, because you cannot travel to the past. You cannot travel to the future. When you really sit down and think about it, ladies and gentlemen, all we have is the right now. If you think about the right now, everything you do moving forward, everything you do now is going to second by second inch you towards other things that gears you towards your future. You cannot jump into the future. You cannot jump into the past. And many of you guys are carrying guilt. What should I have done? What did I do wrong? What could I have said different? Should I have married them at the time? Should I have been more affectionate? Should I have spent more time? Of course, we all can be accountable for our actions. We have to be. All of us should actually gain perspective from this breakup, because it takes two to get together, and it obviously takes two to break up. There had to be things that occurred in the relationship that turned your partner off, that sent your partner running for the hills and wanting something else, something different. Breakups don't happen out the clear blue. And though it feels like they just broke up with you out the clear blue, this is something your partner has been feeling and fighting and thinking of over time, because they don't want to hurt you. They do still love you, but they want something different. Something about you and the relationship has turned them off. They're no longer attracted to the idea of the relationship with you. And you must absolutely, unequivocally accept that this is where we are. Accept the breakup. Do not continue to dwell in what was and what you could have said. You know, many of us, including me, I remember having these crazy arguments in my head constantly of what I should have said and could have said, and actively arguing with my ex in my own head, even out loud sometimes. And of course, sometimes that can make you feel better because you're venting. But the reality, guys, is keeping you paralyzed, is keeping you stuck. You have to accept the breakup. Get rid of the guilt and get rid of the blame. It's time to move forward. And by accepting the breakup, it releases the chains and the shackles from being paralyzed and being stuck, and from taking away of your ability to make a choice. Because one thing that you have always is the ability to make a choice. So I will consider telling you that today, at this moment, make a choice. Make the choice to say, hey, the relationship is over. But that doesn't mean that we can't start a new relationship, a new chapter of our life with this person. And the more that you accept the breakup, then it'll be easier for you to give them the breakup. It'll be easier for you to work on you, personal development, self-development, emotional intelligence, aesthetically work on you, psychologically work on you. And that is when the ex begins to notice that you are gone, because you're no longer pressing, pursuing, screaming, crying, chasing, and stalking. you have completely turned the tables and given the energy and taken your fucking power back for you. And so by accepting the breakup and by giving them the breakup, now you are in a headspace where you can prioritize you, your children, your goals, your passions, your hobbies, etc. So, ladies and gentlemen, accept that it is over. Do not blame yourself. Do not blame them. Just say, okay, this is where we are. This is not where it has to stay. It needs to be different, because when they come back, I don't want them to leave again. And in order for them to stay, they have to experience me different. So let me take this time to work on me and gain perspective and actually take advantage of the freedom that now I have to experience my own world and see where I end up on a moment-to-moment basis, so that when they do come back, I have a story to tell. I have a new person that shows up. I have a new experience for them. Because once upon a time, ladies and gentlemen, you did have the ability to get them to fall in love with you. You did have the ability for them to want to commit to you and marry you. So who are you today? So what we want to do is get back to being great. And that is going to take acceptance. Not denying it, but accepting it. All right. Number 3. You must unequivocally, without a shadow of a doubt, take this person off the damn pedestal. So I don't know if you guys are watching all of my videos, but there is 2 things or phenomenons that occur during a breakup. And it happens to the dumpee and it happens to the dumper at the same time. Not at all. It happens at complete opposite time. That is called the halo effect. That's one of the phenomenons. The other one is cognitive bias. And what occurs is that at some point in the breakup for you, the dumpee, if you're listening to this, and if you're a dumper and you felt you made a mistake and you want your ex back and you want to get them back, it all applies the same. So basically, the cognitive bias phenomenon is when eventually you have started to idolize and glorify, and this person that has walked away or that you left is in a godlike status, like they're like an angel to you. They can do no wrong. They've never done wrong. Everything with them is perfect, and that is all your brain can conjure up. So you start to believe that they are the only person and the only thing on the planet that is as magnificent as they are, right? This is a psychological effect of a breakup, and it hits everybody. Everybody goes through cognitive bias because your brain's, natural state is to protect you, to help you make choices and decisions objectively. And to be able to do that, it's got to get rid of as much negative thoughts and experiences as possible. And over time, a lot of the things that were bad no longer really are present to you. You might go out and do the exact same thing at the same place with the same person. And unfortunately, if you have the same consequences or outcome, it happens that way because cognitive bias will make it where you cannot think of the negative in this person. And so when it comes to the ex, as you go through cognitive bias, you put them on a pedestal. Because in your mind, they're not even human. They're like a godlike person. It's like a moment. So, you put them on a pedestal and you want to continue to see them in that way, which actually affects you, because by them being so high up, that means you're super low down. It's the celebrity to fan status. So in order to reattract them and become magnetic as fuck, you've got to make them human again. Ladies and gentlemen, your exes shit and shave and shower and stink and burp and fart and are annoying just like everybody else. And not everyone finds them attractive. And no, they're not outside, with a flood of women and men dripping over them. This is just what our imagination does when they walk away from us, because we are left feeling deflated and less valuable and less attractive and undesirable and less successful through a breakup. So we start to imagine them above human, and they are not. You must take them off the pedestal and humanize them again. Right. And it's important because you don't want to have the celebrity to fan relationship. You must be equal in being human. because this allows you to actually see them from a different perspective. So by taking them off the pedestal allows you to actually become better for you. This is where you start to regain your confidence, your self-esteem. This is where your magnetism goes through the roof. This is where your being sexy goes through the roof. This is where you start living again. When you start to say, wait a minute, shit, I'm amazing. I am sexy. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am funny. Look at all my progress. Look at what I've accomplished since the breakup. Why is it that I'm thinking that this person is better than me? They're not. Because in reality, guys, no one is better or worse than you. We're all human. We're just living different lives based on choices that we make. If you take a celebrity and you strip them of their money and fame and you put them in a Walmart, they're just another person. But the reason that you see them so amazing and on such a pedestal and people will faint when they meet them is because they're very rare to bump into. You don't see them often. They're just an image on a TV, almost giving them a godlike state. And that is because you have no availability to them. You cannot call them, you cannot email them, you cannot text them, right? This is where you have put your ex on a pedestal because you can't reach them. They won't talk to you, they won't respond to you, and so they're giving you this celebrity status, and you start to see them bigger than what they are. They're not. They live in your community, they live in a regular state. They drive a car just like you. They go to work. And I don't care if they have more money than you, more pecs than you, more abs than you. Doesn't matter. They're still human, guys. Take them off the damn pedestal. Humanize them again. Imagine them doing regular things. And so this is where you really start to gain attraction from them again. This is where they start to be like, wait a minute. Why is this person not chasing and crying and screaming over me? Why are they not asking me for my autograph anymore? Because you don't have to, because you are great, you're amazing. And this is where you become extremely magnetic, where you get your power back, where they start to cry over you, where they start to chase you and beg for you. And most importantly, this is where you start to also start feeling great about you. This is where the knot on your chest and in your throat starts to dissipate. This is where you wake up and go about your day, and sometimes you realize, oh my God, I've thought of them less. I'm not crying as much. I'm not agonizing as much, because you realize finally that this person has the right to make a choice, and so do you. And you are now actually living your life on an equal basis. They are no longer a celebrity and you're no longer a fan, because you have to take them off the pedestal. Because to keep someone on a pedestal means that you will always be beneath them. We're not in the business of being beneath anyone. We are all human beings. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we are all human beings. So in order to gain attraction again, become scarce, you must take them off the pedestal. All right. Number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, when a person says, I don't want you anymore, I don't want to be in this relationship, in order to become magnetic as fuck, in order to re-attract them back, in order to turn the tables, you must stop allowing them any access to your resources, your benefits, your support, your encouragement. You must stop. I was coaching a gentleman who told me that he was still mowing his ex's lawn, that he was still washing her car, that he was still helping her when something happened in her home with the plumbing. He was afraid to post anything on social media that involved any women in the vicinity being on his social media pictures, because he was afraid that his ex would get the wrong impression, that he needed to protect her feelings. He didn't want her to see him around other women. Despite the fact that she had posted her pictures of her on dates with other men, besides the fact that she had disclosed to him that she had already been intimate sexually with other men, with no consideration of his feelings, he still was providing his resources, his benefits, his time, even though she hadn't come back. That is an absolute, unequivocally, absolute hell no, no, no. When a person leaves you, everything that comes with you must be taken away. Because if the person doesn't feel the absence, the void, the gone of all of you, then in their mind, they're getting the best of all worlds. I do not have to come back. I do not have to commit. I can do whatever I want with whoever I want. I can make it public. I can socialize it. I can put it in their face. And every time I need them, they will be there to help me heal through the breakup, even though I left them, to help me heal when times feel hard, when I need financial favors, transportation favors. Absolutely not. You must not give them any part of you, any resources, none of you. All of that comes with you. And the day that you tell me that you don't want me, that I no longer serve a purpose in your life, that you want something or someone else, every single aspect of you, good, bad, or indifferent, must be permanently taken away, because that is part of you. You don't get to decide what part of me you want and what part of me you don't. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not in the business of convenience. So you must stop worrying about how they feel. You must stop worrying about what they think, who they're with, where they are. What you want to worry about is you. So if you are out at a phenomenal social event with friends, with family, with coworkers, or by yourself, and you want to post it on social media, who cares who's in the room? Post it. Guys, I'm not telling you to be petty. I'm not telling you to post to make them jealous. That never works. I'm not posting to show them how sad you are. Absolutely never. Do not post anything that has anything to do with relationships. What I'm saying to you guys is that get to living your damn life. And stop worrying so much about what the ex thinks, because they made the choice to leave. So if you are at a party, a Christmas party, and you are looking fabulous and sexy, then post it. If there are men in the room or women in the room, post it. Share it. Talk about it. These are the things that will help you feel good again, productive again, alive again. These are the things that will remind you of how awesome you truly are, how attractive you are, and how much they will miss being part of this life that you are developing and creating for yourself without them. You cannot live your life worried about what the ex thinks, because by living your life is what will attract them back to you. Oh my God, he went on the trip we talked about. I want to be part of that. Oh my goodness, she looks amazing again. Who are those men in the background? Is she dating one of them? Oh my goodness, they look better than me. I don't want to lose her. These are the moments that bring the ex back. These are the moments that reattract them. These are the moments that they feel the absence of you. You cannot be afraid to live your life because you're worried about what the ex is going to feel and think. Live your life. Take away all of the resources and benefits that come with you. And when they come back, then they can start to earn those back from you. Your resources, your body, your time, your energy, your support, everything has to be earned again from them. That is their job to do. We don't want to do that while we're in a breakup. And number 5, to become magnetic as fuck and reattract the ex back again. Many of you guys don't think about this, but you got to get your finances completely in order. You know, I coach a lot of clients who are financially in a rut. Their credit is in a rut. And I bring this to you because I remember going through my breakup and not having the money to do the things that I wanted to do, not having the money to work on me aesthetically. You are an investment to yourself. And if you're not prioritizing the state of your finances for you, your family, your children, it's going to be really hard for you to actually accomplish a lot of things that you want. Of course, there's a lot of things in life that we can do for free. But having the security and the confidence behind working on your finances, whether you need to file bankruptcy and start over, maybe you need to downsize so that your money can stretch for you. Maybe you need to pick up a part-time job, or maybe drive Ubers, part-time Lyft, start a small side business. Listen, guys, it's time to get in hustle mode. You know, if you're living paycheck to paycheck and someone has just left you, that will ultimately make it so much harder because, you know, it keeps us in a state of disparity. And being in despair about parts of your life that have nothing to do with love and relationship sink your self-esteem and your confidence and how you perceive you and your world. So I implore you, I encourage you, I am begging you to do whatever it takes to work on your finances. Perhaps it's time to get another job. Perhaps it's time to ask for a raise. Perhaps it's time to add that part-time. Who knows, guys? But you must get your financial orders in place. I promise you that when you have the finances to pay your bills more on time, when you have the finances to go out once a month with the children, to buy yourself one outfit a month or 2 times a month, to get your hair done, to get your nails done, to get your hair cut, to take care of your skin, even if most of it is done at home, having the finances to do it, having that part of your life aligned allows your confidence and your self-esteem and your magnetism to grow harder and faster. There is nothing sexy about being financially in a rut. So I have to bring this to you guys because as adults, we have to be mindful of our progress and the things that we want to accomplish. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any more things that you want to add as to what can make you more magnetic and reattract the ex and help you feel great and good again, list them in the comments. Tell me what you're doing. Let's share them with the community. This is what it's about. But those are the top 5 that I am recommending to you. And of course, if you're struggling with any of them, then seek me out. You know, it's time to reinvest into you. And part of that is going to require that you spend money. So reach out to me and let's get you scheduled. We do 30, 45, and 60-minute sessions. But if you can't, ladies and gentlemen, stay on these videos, watch them over and over, and apply the techniques. My videos got, praying will not go anywhere. My channel is growing and YouTube finds my channel favorable. And, from all the testimonies I'm getting, it's helping. So I hope this video helped. It is kind of long, but hey, this is what it takes. I hope that you are listening right now till the end and that you guys didn't give up midway. Go back and listen to it again. All right. Post your questions and comments below. Again, do like, share, and subscribe. I'll be going live soon, guys. Thank you so much. Love you all. And on to the next video. Remember that the power is yours.